Seconds, we will start our grandmom's room. Here we are. Start our grandmom's room. Here we are. Hello, everyone. We're happy to see you to this second edition of the new year in Grandmom's Room. My name is Dr. Yvette Mitchell, and I will be your host today. We are. Hello, everyone. We're happy to see you to this second edition of the new year in Grandmom's Room. My name is Dr. Yvette Mitchell, and I will be your host today. We are. Hello, everyone. We're happy to see you to this second edition of the new year in Grandmom's Room. My name is Dr. Yvette Mitchell, and I'll be your host today. We're just getting an echo here, and so we have to figure out what it is, what do we need to do so that we don't have this echo. Second edition of the new year in Grandmom's Room. My name is Dr. Yvette Mitchell, and I'll be your host today. I'm hoping to have my co-host join us, and so we have to figure out what it is, what do we need to do so that we don't have this echo. It's quite interesting because it's echoing all over the place. I'm hoping to have my co-host join us, and so we have to figure out what it is, what do we need to do so that we don't have this echo. It's quite interesting because it's echoing all over the place. And I'm hoping to have my co-host join us, and so we have to figure out what it is we need to do so that we don't have. I'm going to turn it off of YouTube because I'm getting a terrible feedback here, and hopefully we can just move forward. Well, again, I welcome you to the second edition of the new year to Grandmom's Room. And my co-host is getting ready to join me, Miss Renee Zachary. I'm so happy to have her. Ladies, I need you to understand that each week that we come here, that we come before you, we are really dedicated because it's not necessarily easy. We still have our children, we still have a life that we are trying to, but we're just so dedicated to providing you information. We want to make sure that you have this information so that you can move forward with any questions or problems or things that you may have in working with raising your grandchildren. So again, I welcome you. Hello, Renee. How are you doing? Happy New Year to you.
Hey, Happy New Year's to you too. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear. Can't see you. And is that purposeful?
No, I don't understand. I'm tapping and hitting and nothing is happening.
I know this technology, we are going to get it down, but this technology is very, very interesting. Each time I think I have something new jumps up. Trying to figure out this echoing things here on YouTube, but we'll figure it out.
Right.
We'll figure it out because this is important. Well, thank you so much again for joining us. Okay, this is the second, keep pushing that video, start video button. It'll catch up with you. My computer's telling me that it doesn't sense a camera yet. I'm being seen on my computer. So I have no idea how that's happening, but we'll just go with it. So this week, last week, we were just talking about what Grandma Room is for. And the purpose is to make sure that we have answered questions that seniors have raising grandchildren again it is tedious. I'm trying to block this light so that it doesn't cause you to be blind. Let's see if I can move my computer just a little bit. Yeah, I just have to remember to sit in front of the light so it doesn't cause you to be blind, because it is blinding. Uh, Probably need to just turn it off and you'll be able to see my gorgeous face that way. So we'll just do that and go from there. See if I can get this light off. Okay. Okay. And now you can't see me because I'm in a bunch of haze. There I am. That's better. Yes. Hopefully. I have a backdrop, but I'll figure it out. Right now is not the time. I literally just walked in the house. I am just came back from seeing my actual ex-husband, who is in a senior living center at this particular time. He's battling bone cancer. And yeah, he is.
Hear that. Okay.
And so they had family night, and of course I was there, because even though we've been divorced over 50 years, he has been a good and faithful friend to me all these years.
Yes.
He has been such a friend to me, and I just really appreciate him. And I just needed him to know that anything that he needs, I would be glad to help. So I don't know why I'm looking up. Okay, here we go. Have you figured out your camera yet?
No, I see my background picture of myself, and I have my self in the front of it. I don't know. I got a double vision going on right here, but I can't see you. So I don't know what's happening.
You can't see me? That's interesting.
Wait a minute. When I slide it over, then I don't see me on here. Just a still picture. So I don't know what you actually see of me.
I see the still picture.
Is that the the purple background or the popcorn box? Miss Africa.
I'm not sure which one it is. Just a pretty picture of your pretty face. Looks like a crown.
Okay, that's the other one. Nope. When I slide it over, it gives me the other picture that with the other show thing we do. So.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know what's
interesting. Are you on your phone or your iPad? What are you on? What are you on?
On the cell phone.
Okay.
Because I'm muted. Okay.
No, you are unmuted, and if you click your video, it doesn't come up.
Exactly.
That's interesting.
Your microphone is unmuted. Okay. I'm not seeing. Hey, we have two pictures of you.
Okay. Well, yes, because I'm on my iPad, and I am as well as on my computer, because my computer camera is not working. And what is a fly choosing to bother me right now, and I'm going to kill it in a minute. But I don't know about you, but my week has been challenging. How about yours?
Ooh, same here.
There you go.
Got me. Okay. Yay.
I got you now.
Okay.
How's your week been?
I actually took Georgie out, like it's a 3-hour drive from where I'm at, for him to be evaluated again by this top renowned doctor that's doing a DNA test study to find out why children like him has autism. The theory is we think, hey, it's from the daddy side. And she said they going to probably bunk that as well, that you can simply just have it. So I supposed to go collect DNA from his parents, but she said if I couldn't, it'll be fine. We'll just do his. So that was interesting. It's been a crazy week, seriously. He finally gets the young lady that he's been waiting to get back. His
teacher.
Yes, thank you. And and he acted like a butthead today.
Mm,
He did not want her to leave. He did not want her to work with no one else. So it's like all this week, I had to, what you say, de-escalate his issues before we leave the building.
mm.
Go in there and act like, boy, I'm gonna take your head off if you don't stop acting stupid around these people. I was like, oh goodness. So he's throwing himself against the wall and every place else. So, and then my health issues as well. So, and tomorrow some more of the same. And tomorrow is his birthday. So, it's been a week. It's a lot of different things been
Well,
going on.
first of all, you look good. You sound 1,000 times better than you did the last time I talked to you. So that's good news.
Yeah.
Because you were sounding not good. So I'm glad that the medicine
Uh,
is working. And you look like you're feeling better.
hey, you know how we know how. Showtime.
And for those of you just joining or for our records here, we're talking specifically, since you brought it up, about her grandson that she's raising and his autism. And so she's just that kind of grandma. She's going to try to get to the bottom of, why does this child have autism? What did he do? Was it from the womb? Is it genetic? Because if it's genetic, even if it is from the father's side, does it not come back to you in some kind of way?
Mm.
Okay. If it's on the mother's side, what is it? What is it that is causing women? Now, they've been telling me, we've always had autism, but we didn't call it that. We called it something else, or your children were always special. But this autism is a little new. We've always had children that we would know were slow or they were retarded and they
Right.
acted a particular kind of way. It's baffling the professionals now, because how do you call a child special and he's a genius? How do you call a child special and he can outdo some of the things you can't do? So it's causing therapy to turn itself on its head because it doesn't know what to call it. Some theory is that all human beings are on the autism spectrum to some degree.
Mhm.
It's just just according to birth, or maybe something, genes in the womb, or something that causes something else to happen. Me, I haven't studied it enough, but I think it's tapping, my personal opinion as an educator, it's tapping into a dimension of the brain we don't use. And because we don't use it, we don't understand it. And I think that autistic children are going to unveil some secrets with how to access that part of the brain for the general human being. So if you have a special child, an autistic child, you're blessed.
Yeah.
it's the problem. Now, I had a cousin, and you've been with me over 50 years, but I
Mm-hmm.
don't think you remember my cousin Butch.
Yes, I do.
Butchie. Oh, do
Mm-hmm.
you remember Butchie?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Butchie was probably autistic.
Mm.
Okay, he couldn't fit any place. He just had, but he was an absolute genius. He
Mm.
felt that by going into service, he went into the Navy for a couple of years and he bombed out of that. And he tried everything. And he was also such a good hearted person. But he was one of the most unhappy
Mm.
people because he knew he was different and people treated him different. And because of that, he ultimately committed suicide after trying about 4 or 5 times. He literally left the country, went up to Canada, so nobody could get to him, and
Wow.
committed suicide there. But that
Remember that part.
just, but that
Mm.
again just shows where our level of understanding, where we couldn't find a place for this young man. He was so smart and so kind and so wanting to help, and he just wanted to belong, and he felt so disconnected from the world. And he was so, so unhappy. And so I don't blame him. I blame the system for not having the tools that it needed to help him navigate. And then, he had parents that weren't, and I love my parent, I love my aunt and uncle, but they weren't wrapped too tight. And they did not help him because he was also gay or became gay. And that at that time, we're talking about over 50 years ago. That was a real no-no. And so that on top of everything else he had really caused this young man to be an extremely unhappy young man. And as I said, wound up finally committing suicide after about seriously 4 or 5 tries, close calls here in the country. He left the country so nobody could reach him. So, and was successful. So, we have a long way to go before we understand mental health, period. I have my young 15-year-old, and she's been diagnosed with ADHD, PTSD, RAD, which is reactive disorder, DMD, which is a defiant disorder. She's, she probably has ZQ and R or whatever other letters there might be. However, and she's been struggling. No therapy has ever really, really worked for her. She's not a dumb person, but her behavior and attitude has caused her to shoot herself in the foot, because then they don't want her in her class because she doesn't know how to behave. She's not stupid, but because we can't find that to address her, and she's been through therapy and she's gone through 1,000 therapists, and so she doesn't trust any therapy because they keep switching on her, and so therefore she hasn't really tuned in to any therapies. So she's going to struggle for a while. I talk to her. I give her as much. I'm not a therapist. I'm an educator. So I give her, but I've taken many, many psychology and psychology courses, and I give her as much counseling as I can. But nonetheless, I am not a therapist, and she needs far deeper help than I have. I mean, she's been in a couple of mental hospitals over the years because of just total breakdown, meltdowns from her anger and her frustration and her depression. Now, granted, she's had reason for that over the years. She was molested, she was neglected, somebody threw hot water on her poor baby's body. She's had a rough time. But it's sad that we haven't been able to find a therapy that can help her.
Right.
At any long range thing. So that's some of the problems that grandparents go through. And one of the things, again, they have the ability, because they have these minds that are in the places we don't understand, to rock our household, to really rock our household, to create stuff that you just, this one came in, she messed up walls, she messed up beds, she messed up windows, she just, you name it, she's broken. But okay, you're going to pay for it or work it off in some kind of way, because you're not a kid anymore. But what you're not going to do is rock my household. You're getting older, you're going to have to learn how to control your issues so that you don't derail yourself. And when you have these issues, what I do is carry her off to the mental health hospital, let you stay there a couple of weeks, a month, whatever it is, to bring you back to earth, and then you try it again. And if I have to take you every 2 weeks, I have no problem with it. And so what happens with these kids, they learn after a period of time. My household is not going to be wrecked because of your issues. I will support you. I will get you what you need. but you don't have a right to turn my life upside down. Sorry. And so now at 15, she understands all she has to do is look like she's having some kind of problems and she's at the hospital. And so she's learned, and it shows that she's learned. She's learned how to monitor. She doesn't go to school and act quite up like she used to. I mean, she's still not where I want her to be, but she's 100% better because she knows at this age, it doesn't, she used to try to blame the world. It doesn't affect or impact anybody negatively but herself. So just getting you prepared, parents, because some of your kids are coming to you with mental health issues, whether it be autism or behavior health issues. You have to know, and some of them have behavior health issues because they've been through quite a bit. If you've been with a drug addicted mother or an incarcerated mother or father or people that haven't been there, it causes trauma within the children. One of your pictures just turned completely green. I have no idea why it turned green.
I have no idea because it's the same on my side. It's weird.
And it's still jumping from your background picture to your live picture. So I don't know why that is, but we'll figure out all this technology because we are just going to stick with it and succeed with it.
Well,
go ahead. You had something.
I just want to thank you for sharing that because today was one of my rough days with him going, throwing himself into the wall, into the floor. I mean, the acting, where all they could do is pretty much stand back and let him do his thing, where I come in there and try to take control of the situation. And I'm not going to lie to you or anyone else. I'm telling you, the thought crossed my mind is like, I'm 66 years old. I'm not ready. This baby will be 6 tomorrow. And I'm thinking, wow, in 6 more years, he'll be 12. And how the heck I'm going to handle this?
Because you're going to make him responsible for his own actions and the consequences that it's not going to be easy next 6 years. I'm going to tell you that now. I'm going to tell you that now. It took me, she's been with me 10. It's only been the last 3. So that was 7 years before that I have actually said I have control. I mean, before that, it was kicking walls and tearing beds up. I mean, I'm talking about metal beds, kicking windows clearly out of throwing her clothes out the back door. You name it, she did it. And or she would just do everything that you possibly can to rock my world until she found out she couldn't. Or she wouldn't, or I wouldn't allow it. And then it began to change. So within the last 2 years, since she's been about 12, I just picked the phone up, and she gets so angry. But you just always call the police. That's right, because you can't be in my house. Crazy. Sorry. You have a right to be angry. You have a right to be upset. I love you to death, but no. Apparently, you need help that I can't give you.
Yeah, I think it's also acknowledging like you have control of what you're doing, and something tells me that you do. So therefore, this is just you acting out because you think there's no consequences.
Exactly.
And popping that bottom doesn't always necessarily make a difference.
No, in fact, after a while, it makes none. You have to make the consequences where they don't like it. Now, she doesn't like going to the hospital. You got to take all your shoelaces off. You can take all your clothes off. You have to walk around in socks. You don't have no freedom. You don't have no tablets or phones or anything like that. You got to eat what they move when they want. And you don't like that. Well, if you don't like that, then you need to know that the behavior that you're exhibiting is not normal and not healthy for anybody in the house. So when you exhibit it, you need more help than I can give you. And that's fine. I understand that. I'm not angry. I'm just going to give you the help you need. So when you make the consequences come back on them, they think about it. And again, these are genius kids. So they're not dumb. They get it. They get it. So as he's getting older, you have to find strategies that make the consequences on him, because he's going to get bigger and a lot stronger than you are.
Yeah, and that has always been my concern.
And so
Get stronger.
you have to know. I mean, you telling me, I love you to death, but you don't have a right to wreck my world. You just don't have that right. I've loved you. I've given you things that, been there and support, and you're not running my life. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And all you have to do, and you being an elder person too, the crisis centers and behavioral health centers listen to you. And that's something that you need to be aware of. As an elderly person, they are very sensitive to elder abuse or elder or concerns. And when they get dangerous, and I tell my little one, when you get dangerous, I'm concerned about my safety and yours. So you need to not be here when I'm concerned about your safety and my safety. And that's what he needs to know. You can come back when you're not exhibiting those kinds of behaviors, when you've calmed down. But when you have those kind of behaviors, then you're not safe and I'm not safe. And I don't want us to get to a situation where there's a struggling match.
Right.
You don't want to get to that. And you would probably, as he gets older, lose. So therefore, you don't want to do that. So you have to develop strategy for your own sanity and your own safety. Your sanity is the most important. They can make you crazy.
Right.
Now he's 5, so it's still good. You're going to have a few more years, probably at least 3 to 4, till he gets about 9 or 10. But then, and as you're getting there, you need to try to identify consequences, something he does not like. And you can even take a 5-year-old. Do you have a crisis center near you?
If there is, I'm not aware of it.
Okay, find out. You can take 5-year-olds and 6-year-olds into crisis center. And so, maybe you need to take him on. Well, this is a hospital for people that can't control themselves. I might have to take you here and leave you for a little while till you get the help or medication or anything that you need till you learn to control.
Yeah, because today they were acting like they were so perplexed as to what they could do. And then they just put this young lady back on because I was like complaining and she wanted to be back with him. And he gets her and he's acting like a fool, Park 8 today.
Because he didn't know, he had all this feelings and he didn't know what to do with it.
And he also have they was telling me he has another same kind of feeling with this baby. And they don't understand why is it just with this one kid. And I have no clue why. It's like he's treating her like she's a doll baby, like he don't understand that this is a human. So they are concerned about that. So it's just so much to unravel what's going on in his little mind,
and you're not going to unravel it all, and you're never going to understand it all because we're not there. We don't understand it. But what you have to do is find a happy medium where it doesn't make you crazy, because it will make you crazy. You have to find, and you're not going to find it now because she's still relatively young, but you have to find a mechanism that will make him accountable. You have the ability, as a person he loves, to make this an awesome young man. I mean, a really awesome young man. And he's going in that direction. So, Renee, you need to pat yourself on the back. You have done an absolutely excellent job. Most
Well, you know what? This is my fear. And that is, now when I raise my voice, it's all about he acts like he's some abused kid. Danger, danger. He's such an actor. He needs his his awards, his Oscars. And he does
Now,
that with the people too. And it's like, I don't want these people thinking that this child is being abused, and he's
and
not.
that
He's
is a
such a
period of time I went through that
oh, okay. Ooh, okay.
badly. I went through that. Except what I started doing was developing a dossier. A dossier is a folder
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
on everything that was going on in his life, all her actions, all her trials, all her therapies, all. So when they came at me, I'm like, this is this child's medical history or mental history. This is A, B, C, D. So what you're seeing here, you have to respond. You have to come in because someone told you or you've gotten the feeling that there's been some danger. However, look at the records. This is what she does. And I've had it at least 3, 4 times. And they say, okay, we understand what's going on, and they drop the case. So
Okay.
don't get disheveled as he gets older, especially because he's going to get smarter, and he's
Yeah.
going to find a way that's going to push your button. And he's going to be told, and he's going to find out, well, if you call, I don't know what you call them down there, DHS or whatever it is. If you call DHS, they'll come out
Mm-hmm.
and they'll put her in trouble, especially if he's mad at you. She'll get in
Mm-hmm.
trouble.
Right.
So you have to make him say, well, if that's what you want to do, you want to leave, mama, then I'll make that happen.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not what he wants.
No. Mm-mm.
If you want to leave me forever, you want to go sit in a group home with a bunch of kids, take them to one of the places, let them see it.
Mm-mm.
This is where they'll come and take
Do
you.
he really get it? That's the thing.
Not
Like,
now, but as he's getting older, he will.
okay.
He can't get it now at 5.
Mm-hmm.
But as his behavior changes, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, yeah, you really gonna have to be on it, or he will run you absolutely crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Right.
So, but it's going to be a struggle. But I applaud you because you're doing all the right things. You're doing everything humanly possible to get this child to a certain point, and you're doing it. And if there's any success in his life at all, it'll be because of you. So but
Mm-hmm.
at the same time, you have to strengthen yourself. I didn't have anybody to tell me that. Fortunately, I had enough wisdom and knowledge and education and said, wait, no, this is not the way this is going to go down. But a lot of people don't know when they have these children with these behavior issues, they don't know.
Right.
And they are overwhelmed and they are lost. And we're going to talk about this often because as we get more and more people on the line, they're going to have these issues.
Right.
And that's why we have a grandmom's room.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, I was at several senior centers this week. I'm passing out flyers. I'm giving talks. And so I have a lot of people. I'm going to be conducting classes in senior centers. And so as a result of that, I told you I want to try to get at least 25 people a month on our platform. So it's going to happen. I'm just going to keep, when God puts something in your spirit, you just don't stop. You don't stop. I think it's too important because just our talking to each other tonight has been helpful to you. It's been, oh, I'm not crazy. Oh, I can actually be in control of this. Oh, I'm thinking in my head for strategies down the future. As he's changing, I need to do some things. And so it's different when it catches you completely by surprise, as it caught me. I'm like, whoa, what is this? Because they really get to about 9 and 10, they think they're smarter than you are.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay. So you have to be prepared for that. And they will do everything they can to get their way.
Yeah.
Until they find out.
Is there a struggle of trying to who's going to win at this
That's
camp?
right.
And
so they will win if you let them.
Right.
And until you show them this is not really beneficial to you. So, and you can be mad, you can be angry, because I'm angry and mad. I'm angry and disappointed with you because you've been taught better. And I know you're so smart that you can do better. And I
Mm-hmm.
learned because he's got to be able to control himself in the real world as he grows over. I don't care what's going on. He's got to be able to control it.
And that's what I'm dealing with is him not regulating himself,
But he's
to
5.
different situation. Huh?
He's 5. He's 5.
Yeah.
He's 5.
But
So
he
I
is
don't want you to
working
get.
it. Oh gosh,
I
he's
am
working.
not. I don't. Yeah, it's going to be a few more years before he really gets it. So,
Mm-hmm.
but don't stop. Don't
Mm-hmm.
stop what you're doing. Don't stop being hard on him. You're going to have to be extra hard because he has autism, and it's going to take him a longer time. And still, as any kid, he wants his way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
You
but
got to
I tell
say,
you, I'm just so tired.
yeah, tell me
Oh
about it.
Lord, let me.
Tell me
You
about
say
it. I
Calgon,
mean,
take it away.
you know, uh, uh, I'm going to cut this out, but I mean, there
Mm-hmm.
were ways I'm like, how can I let this kid go to sleep and me find somewhere to put her, something to do with her, or whatever,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and,
Yes.
and no one ever see her again. But it'll happen. But when you know that it's coming, when you know to expect it,
Yeah.
it makes it a little bit easier because you'll be prepared.
You see, my thing is because I dealt with mental health, but these were adults that I was dealing with. And to focus on, wait a minute, this is in my own house, this is a baby, this is 24/7. Oh, this is a lot. I need to get away. And then you're ready to throw your hands up in the air, like, hey, I need to give this to somebody else to deal with. But then you get yourself together and say, okay, I got this. But you're going to have those times when you say, you know what, I'm done. I'm done. I'm tired. I quit.
Been
But then
there,
you got
done
to take
that.
a deep breath. Take a deep
Been
breath, like,
there, done that. Got the
where's
T-shirt
my
for
baby
it.
going? Yes,
Got,
exactly.
I got it. I can sell tickets. Okay, been there.
Yeah, so this is why we being so honest and truthful with the audience to let you know that we go through all these different stages of sharing our story. Because I'm telling you, today was one of those days. So yeah, okay.
And
I'm
there'll be
back on
some
track.
quiet tears. Believe me, there'll be some quiet. Close the room door. Let me cry. Leave me be.
Yeah,
I need just
yeah,
to, or I need to scream. He's in school. I'm going to scream for a bit. I, mhm.
yeah,
You're gonna feel all of that. I'm
yes,
telling you.
yes.
And if I don't scream, I might kill something, and I don't want to do
Right, exactly. I'm not
that.
doing time for nobody. So no.
So
No.
so but know that those emotions are not abnormal. Know that
Right,
those
exactly.
emotions are real. They're not abnormal. It's what you
Mm-hmm.
do about them. And you do have to have an outlet. So, I heard you say that while he's in school, instead of coming all the way back,
Mm-hmm.
you go out into the stores. Now, if that's what floats your boat, then that's what you need to do. But you need
Shop
to,
therapy.
if that's what that is for you, and if it really now, if it makes your life worse by you going out there spending a bunch of money you don't need to spend and then have to
Right.
pay for it, that's not good therapy.
Wait a minute. I play these games with myself, these mind games. So I may give myself maybe $10 or $15 and I got to create an outfit with it. Now, how can you really get an outfit together? But I am so creative at that. So I'll go from one store to another store, just getting the thrills. You know what I'm saying? To
Okay,
see if I can
that's good
actually do it.
therapy.
Yeah,
That's good
so
therapy.
it's clearance rack, but hey, I got to figure it out. It got to be an awesome outfit by the time I finish. So hey, it makes
That's
me
so good,
happy.
Renee. That's so
It makes
smart.
me
That's so,
happy.
but
Yeah.
and fine, if that's therapy that you need,
Mm-hmm.
then you need to not apologize for that's what you do to keep you sane,
Mm-hmm.
or anything else, that that keeps you sane. It's okay to do those kinds of things. Um, and seek other things that
Oh
you can
yeah,
do.
I'm walking. Trying to walking, trying to get exercise so I can keep up with them. Some
Right.
of the things I have on my uh to do list. I told you I bought a bicycle, I bought roller
Mhm.
skates.
I don't know about the
So
roller skates because if your
I
body hit
know.
that ground, you're gonna be in trouble. The bicycle might at least stay up.
Hey, wait a minute, I need training wheels on the bicycle. I forgot. But I'm up
But,
here doing
but
all these
maybe
crazy
you better get a
things.
stable bicycle, one of those stable bicycles.
Oh, I never
You
did that. That's no fun. But yeah,
know.
it's a goal. It's a goal. It's a goal. It's a goal.
Sweetie, and you know something, you can do it because if you put your
Mm-hmm.
mind to it, you can do it and you can be very
Exactly.
successful at it. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. I wouldn't mind getting on a bicycle, but my nieces, I don't think so. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but what I try to do is swim, and I'm doing a stretch class because we
Right.
do have to keep up. And my little one, she's 7, almost 8, and she's walking around here. I got to walk around with her,
Right.
you know? So, uh, you got to keep yourself one of the reasons, you really lost me now.
I see you,
Okay.
but it's dark in the background. Yeah.
Okay. I'll get to it. But
Mm-hmm.
um, we have to stay youthful for our babies. We really do. And we have to stay healthy for our babies. And
Mm-hmm.
so, and that's a challenge too. It's a constant challenge for us. But it's 8:43. We've been online for 45 minutes, so we've done it again. I
Beautiful.
guarantee you, I don't want to sound like someone else, but I guarantee you that we are going to grow and explode and move forward because this is just such vital, important information
Mm-hmm.
that we share with people. And so we just got to believe that it's going to do just that. And
Oh,
it's
yes.
going to take some work, and that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I have a flyer that I'm going to send
Okay.
you so that you can share with people as well.
All right.
You can
Okay.
send them in. You can send it in the in your email to folks as well. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to be here again next Monday at 8 o'clock at the same
Monday.
place. I'm sorry, next Thursday. Thank you
Yeah.
again. You can see. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Monday next Thursday, 8 p.m. Same place. Um, until then, we're just going to say, continue to do the work, continue to touch the lives of our babies, continue to know that God has given you a special job, and He doesn't give you a job that doesn't think you can handle.
Right.
As the old saying says, He doesn't bring you to it without bringing you through it.
Mm,
So we're going to know that each person we speak to is already equipped. They just needs they have it within them. They just need to access the tools that they need to get them through handling the kids of today.
right.
One of the things that I was happy about when I was saying, oh, they're banning TikTok. And of course, our wonderful and illustrious president to be is going to save TikTok. But
Yay.
that's, that's about the level of what I would expect him to do. You
Right.
know, he and his wonderful self. We will not have politics on this line because we could spend several days. Anyway, I'm trying to also tell grandparents the days ahead, because of many things happening in the world, it's going to be very challenging. And we need to strengthen ourselves
Right.
and be prepared for what is coming up and how it's coming up. And what our kids are going through because they're going through a lot of things now. You know, just like this morning,
Very
a
stressed
young
out too.
a young boy coming out of the house to get in his mother's car, somebody walks up onto him and fires shots and killed him. An honest student, a basketball star, and he's getting in his mom's car at 7:15 in the morning to go to school, and
Wow.
somebody kills him. Our kids. You know how is that not crazy?
Yeah.
What is it our kids are going through? What is it that our young people are so hateful that you take
Mm.
lives like that? That you can that it's okay to do that. So whew, it's just I don't even
Yeah.
know what to say. But
Mm-hmm.
in any event, thank you so much, my co-host, for joining me again.
Mm-hmm.
And we are going
You.
to continue to be here. You continue to love on your Georgie. I predict he already is, but I predict Georgie's your gift.
Mm. I'm going to remember that at night. I'm going to remember
You
that
bet.
in the morning. I'm going to
He's my
remember that
gift.
at the car.
See, because you want to know something?
Yeah.
Nobody's going to get him like you.
Right.
Nobody's going to get him like you. And you're going to be there for him in his growing times. That's going to be an awesome human being. And it'll be because of you, Renee. It'll be because of you. And because you didn't do what? You didn't give up.
That's the part I remember. Yes.
Yes. Pray on that. Give me the strength, Lord, not to give up when the time really gets bad, when I really get weary, when it seems that everything is working against me.
Right.
And it just seems like there's no end to this. When will this end? It won't end for the next 18 years, unfortunately. It won't end.
Right.
But you can create a human being that's going to make a difference in the lives of other human beings as he grows older. He's going to be an awesome young, and he's a sweetheart.
Yeah.
You know, but I know he rocks your world, but that's okay.
Yes.
Go get some rest.
Tomorrow I'll be feeling different, but right now this was a rough day. So
Yes, and you're allowed rough days, and it's okay to acknowledge this was a rough day. This was not good. I am not a happy camper.
Yeah.
I'm not a happy camper today. I don't even like you right now. I don't even like you right now. So you go over there right now, play with your toys, because I don't like you right this minute. Okay, get grandma a little bit. Get it. I love you to death, but I don't like you right now.
And then he gives me the cutest little look, and I'm like,
no, you melt your heart. I will say, it'll be all right. It will be all right. And just remember, as I said, God didn't bring you to it without bringing you through it.
Right.
And so I want you to fest on that. And also, in terms of our other channel, they have gotten some awesome I don't know, I'm going to say just God has sent them some awesome people have come on that have some really good information to share that I just want you to listen in on and just take in the information, because it's always about our own self-development. Take what you can out of it, use it how you can, but I think that you'll find some awesome ladies there. You can see what some of these women are doing, and a lot of them are business women, Renee, that have taken just an idea and ran with it. Right. So I really want you to kind of try when you can to come in on. You got the schedule? You got the most recent schedule?
I don't think so, because I just been running.
I'll send it to you, but look over the classes and key in where you think you can, because especially in those classes that build your spirit up, especially in those classes that can provide self-help information and just how you do things, how you go about building the things you want to build, because you're still this awesome creative lady, and you have so many good things to offer the world, and you can do it with Georgie. You know, right? So that you can do things for Georgie above and beyond what you can do now, and provide for him in a way that you want to provide for him. So I want you to tune in because of that. And your big sister's saying, tune in, because it will help you. And I'm going to try to be on just to listen. Right. You don't have to sell anything. You don't have to do anything. Just listen for yourself and get what you can out of it for yourself. Okay?
Okay. Sounds like
I'll send you the flyer for our class, and I'll send you the schedule, the new schedule for class that you can participate in. So you have a blessed night. Go lay down. Put Georgie to bed, and then you go lay down.
I'm not at night too, so that's the other problem. But yes.
But you know something?
What's that?
You got to change that, because you know something that I do? I sleep very well at night. You know why? I am very satisfied with how I got through the day. And so I'm peaceful at night because one of the worst things that can happen to you is not sleep.
Yeah. Well, I have sleep apnea, and the doctors, that's what they've been talking to me about. So that's one of my health issues that's stemming from heart and lungs. So I got a whole lot of craziness going on. But yeah,
Well,
because
we
my
need to work on that. We need because you need to have a peaceful rest. Because if you
right.
got to go through the day, we got to battle through the day. You got to sleep at night.
Yeah.
You know, if you got to battle through the day, you got to be able to sleep at night. So, let's work on that. Make that a priority for this year. To there have this new device called Aspire. The Aspire, you don't use the nasal thing. It's under your skin, and it keeps you from. It's called Aspire.
Yeah, we were talking about that. So she wants to make sure would I be a candidate for that. Because
Right,
she's realizing some other things is probably going on. But yeah,
right,
we've been talking
right.
about it.
And you got to
Yeah,
make sure because I don't want you to get it and then get worse. But
right.
if you are a candidate, try to get that, and then try to work on you getting some good sleep. So
Yeah.
now that I look like a ghost here, I'm going to get off.
Okay.
Thank you so much. I'm just going
Uh-huh.
to actually bend down here and get this light. Um,
Okay.
I'm going to take clips of this and use it
In the
in another
process.
reel. Yeah, on another program. So
Okay.
thank you so much, sweetheart, as always, for your dedication. I just want to let you know how much I love you. I really do.
Love you
I've
too.
always felt like big sis, and I will
Oh yeah,
continue to.
definitely.
Huh?
Yeah. I say
And
most definitely, yes.
and I, I'm going to continue to be that way. And anything that comes my way, I'm going to try my best to make sure you are a part of all good stuff. Okay, babe?
All
So
right.
you have
Love
a good
you.
night. Love
All
you
right.
too.
All
And
right.
have a good night. Bye bye.